just tell us kind of what this moment and this win really meant for you?
First of all, man, you lost some weight, man.
A little bit.
Yeah, I can see.
I appreciate that.
You got a chin now, man. You lost some weight.
You got a six-pack. I got no excuses.
Yeah, for sure you lost some weight. Good job.
I appreciate it.
But the win means a lot to me. I had a lot of pressure was on me coming into this fight, and I just wanted to prove to everyone that I'm still one of the best fighters in the world.
When you talk about the pressure, like pressure from the outside or pressure you put on yourself?
Pressure I put on myself. I finally did everything right. I trained my ass off for 11 weeks straight. I didn't drink any sodas. That's probably one of the keys. Me getting a little six-pack, that's about it.
I like that. Like you said, you had the six-pack. I mean, do you attribute this win to that? I mean, just the dedication, is that what provided all this?
For sure it's a dedication. I probably only missed like 1 day of camp. 2 days. 2 days. 2 days of camp. I was cramping, PMSing, so I had to sit out a couple of days.
Nice. When you heard him, you dropped him, and obviously you swarmed with the punches, and you did cover up a little bit. Was there any thought in your mind, like, I need to slow down a little bit because obviously the elevation and all that, or did you just know, like, I'm getting it done right now?
It was a thought for a second. Then I was like, shit, I've been out here for 2 weeks, and I've been training hard, and, like, the elevation out there in Deer Valley where I was staying, it was way higher than it is here. And so I was like, I felt like I just had the cardio to go.
Nice. Last thing for me, you kind of dropped a surprise, I guess, saying this was your last fight on your contract. I mean, do you have a desire to go chase free agency and see what's out there? Or are you hoping that you come back to the UFC?
I'm hoping to stay here in the UFC. I like it here. I like the staff, Nobi. She's pretty cool. But everybody's cool here except for the media. Y'all dickheads. Like, fuck all y'all, really. I should walk out right now, y'all. But go ahead. Next question.
Do you feel like you have another title running in you now?
I believe I do. It's just so crazy and frustrating, like, me losing to the guys that I lost to. And, like, it's no way in hell I should have lost to those guys. So that was another reason why I wanted to train my ass off for this fight, because now I got a lot of guys calling me out now. And I showed and like that. The last guy that called me out was Curtis Blaze. And you know what happened to that. So
which
I don't like guys calling me out.
Which of those losses burns at you the most?
Probably the last two, really. Both of them Russian guys. But it is what it is.
Now that you've done a camp and you've come here, you've got the six-pack and you've seen the performance it can give you, do you think you'll be able to continue doing this every time you come to fight?
I probably can, but I love root beer. And so that was one of the things I stopped drinking. My coach said that I'll end up having a six-pack if I stop drinking sodas. So I said, hell no. So I ended up stopping drinking sodas and started drinking sparkling water. He said if I stop drinking sparkling water and switch up to some ice drink, then I'll probably get a six-pack. And I didn't believe what he was saying. I didn't believe it. I ended up getting one.
When you noticed it, were you like, oh my God, finally, after all
yeah,
these years?
Yeah, it was finally. So I was like, me and my wife, so I was just telling her, I'm laying on my back. You're going to feel these six-pack. So it is what it is.
Is she appreciative of it?
Oh, she appreciative it. But I don't like that she liked me more now since I got a six-pack. Shit, I've been with her ass for 14 years. Yeah. Shit, without a six-pack, she should have liked me before then.
Well, it's the person inside that matters.
Yeah, it's the person, I guess. But it's whatever.
Did you know you were going to throw a flying knee right out the gate?
I always wanted to throw a flying knee out the gate. It was just, I believe it's perfect time because he liked to keep a high guard. He don't back up really. He try to keep a high guard, wait for you to throw something so he could throw leg kicks or swing his wild hooks. And so I just knew that the flying knee or the 1-2 straight off the bat was going to be there.
Can we just get your initial reactions to how you're feeling at the moment?
It sucks, obviously. Losing sucks, but I've lost before. I've said the same thing before. It's not cool to be acquainted with these feelings, but I've been here before, But, man, the career I've had and the fights I've had and where I come from, I feel like I've already won, So I'm just taking it minute by minute right now, But I'm good.
No doubt.
I'm good. If I win like a man, I got to be able to lose like a man, and so.
Absolutely, a great example. Success early, right? I mean, were things playing out the way you thought?
Felt great. I felt like I had a good rhythm. He was moving backwards a lot, kind of making me chase him, and I didn't want to open up too much brawling trying to get him. I had him hurt, but I knew we had 5 rounds, and I could kind of tell he was hurt, but he was kind of baiting a little bit. He wasn't all the way there, ready to be finished. He wasn't done yet, and I can see he wanted to throw that right hand, and we were both dry, and it was kind of still, 1 round into the fight, and I didn't want to run into that right hand. We had 4 more to go. If I did it to him in the first, it was going to happen again later. In my head, I thought it was a veteran move. Maybe I should have hit the gas.
I was going to ask you, in hindsight, I guess it's easy to look back, right? But now you're like, damn it.
It's always 2020.
Yeah.
I thought I had 4 more rounds. I didn't know I had 2 more minutes. But it is what it is, man. Losing sucks. And I felt great. I had a long camp. Easiest cut of my career. Yeah.
I guess the only good thing maybe from a fan perspective is it means maybe a trilogy down the line. Is that a fight that needs to happen again at some point?
We'll see, man. We're 1-1. We knocked each other out. We'll see.
Sometimes we see guys try maybe a new weight class, right? Was that, you've made no secret that you don't really love the cut to 155. Could you see yourself trying 170 next time out?
Dude, I probably could have cut another 5-6 pounds night before last. It wasn't a hard cut at all. I don't get over 183, and I train with and know a lot of very high level lightweights who are a lot heavier than me. I'm not the biggest lightweight. I don't know if it's just over time. This was my 47th mixed martial arts fight. So I don't know if the cuts kind of did something to my body, but it's just hard for me to get down. But I'm not a big guy. I'm waking up 78 back home training,
Hey, Dustin, you just said that, you're not fighting to fight, but like, are you interested at all at fighting these up and coming guys? Or is it just basically like money fights, big names? Like, are you interested in fighting up and coming prospects?
Not really. No.
Congratulations. Your first win at light heavyweight. Just giving your thoughts on the feel of your performance afterwards.
Bom, parabéns e sua primeira vitória no meio pesado. Fala pra gente aí o que você sente.
Bom, sentindo muito bem, né? Pô, foi uma grande luta, claro, sempre difícil, né? Pô, falando de outro guerreiro ali. Um cara que tem uma história bacana aí, ex-campeão. Mas eu vim bem preparado, a gente planejou muito bem, 2 semanas aqui em Utah, então isso fez uma grande diferença.
Well, I feel very good, when we like against a great war, and with a big history, former champ, but the team did a great game plan to come to Utah 2 weeks before, and then so it happened. We're happy.
Very nice. Obviously, a difficult opening round for you. I guess, give me your thoughts after the first 5 minutes as to how things were playing out.
O primeiro round foi meio difícil, né? Fala pra gente o que passou na sua cabeça depois dos primeiros 5 minutos.
Bom, sabia que ele queria me colocar para baixo, né? Ele não fez o que ele falou, ele viu o perigo e, já quis me colocar para baixo. E eu fiquei ali, né? Primeiro round, foi como eu tive assim uma lembrança, né, da minha primeira luta, da minha estreia, né, como Mihailidze, né? Eu fiz ele cansar o primeiro round e eu ia começar a trabalhar ali do segundo em diante. Foi o que eu fiz. Um segundo round ali, que eu quase nocauteio ele. E, o terceiro round ali também, batendo o tempo todo, mas no finalzinho ele me colocou para baixo. Certeza que isso não vai ganhar a luta, não vai ganhar o round.
Well, first round, he didn't stick with what he said. He said I was going to trade, then he came straight for the takedown. But I stayed patient. A flashback came on my mind from my first fight in the UFC against Mihailidze, the same situation. So I just warned him out, let him grind himself out on me so I could win the second and third. Second round, the guy that I almost knocked him out in the end. I was better. Third round, too. He scored a takedown in the end, but I don't think it was enough to win that round due to the damage that I put on him.
I was going to ask you that opening round. Obviously, he won the round, but is it a round that you're almost proud of because you were in a really bad position where probably everybody's going to want to put you, but you showed that you can survive?
Até falando de novo do primeiro, você tá orgulhoso porque você foi colocado numa posição muito difícil, que muitas pessoas ali não aguentariam e todos tentaram te colocar e você saiu tranquilo ali.
Não, com certeza, todo mundo conhece o Ian e, sabe do potencial dele. Às vezes, talvez as pessoas tinham uma outra expectativa, falar, não vi muita coisa, eu achei que eu ia ver mais, mas a gente tá falando de um ex-campeão, né, de um cara que tá acostumado com 37 lutas aí na carreira, né? E eu com poucas lutas já, porra, lutei com um cara desse, né? E fiz o que eu fiz hoje. Acho que se as pessoas pensarem assim, né, um pouquinho, vai me dar um crédito nisso.
Well, absolutely. You know what I mean? You talk about Jan Blachowicz, very experienced guy. He have 37 professional fights. He's been seasoned, been through all, you know what I mean? Some people might expect a little more, but I think, you know what I mean, you can see my evolution on the ground and what I could show.
Are you expecting a title fight next? And who do you think is the most deserving opponent?
A última para ele, está esperando uma luta do cinturão a próxima, e quem seria o seu oponente?
Bom, eu não sei, né? Pô, eu acho que, na minha visão, o mais difícil aí era o Ian mesmo. Bom, esse campeão, um cara perigoso, todo mundo viu. Então, para mim, quem eles colocar, para mim não vai importar. Eu tô aqui para fazer o meu trabalho, eu gosto de fazer isso, vou treinar para dar um show e sair com mais uma vitória.
Man, anybody, you know what I mean? For me, I think the toughest guy that I could get is Jan, former champ. So whoever they put in front of me, I'm going to train and going to leave with the win.
Hey, Alex, you beat the guy that Israel Adesanya lost to at light heavyweight. Do you hope Israel comes up to light heavyweight and so that you can fight him again at light heavyweight?
Pô, você ganhou do cara que ganhou do Adesanya no meio pesado, né? Você que Israel suba para você lutar com ele no meio pesado?
Bom, quando eu sempre falo isso, quando eu saí do vestiário, né, na minha última luta com a Adesanya, antes até eu falei que, pô, eu queria subir, né? Antes da luta eu falei isso, né, no meu sofrido, né? E, pô, planejei tudo, né? Queria ter um descanso, né, de corte de peso. Eu fiz a primeira luta agora, pô, tenho certeza que eles vão me dar o cinturão, vou disputar o cinturão. E, pô, eu vou descansar mais uma vez e ganhando esse cinturão, com certeza. Eu gostaria mais uma luta com a Adesanya, mas eu faria na categoria de baixo, porque eu acho muito justo, né? Eu acho justo, porque a gente tem 2 lutas, né, empatado aí no MMA e é no peso médio, então acho que teria que ser a terceira luta no peso médio.
Well, before actually my last fight happened, when I made weight, you know what I mean? I told the guys that I was going to be for now taking a break from that weight class, dude, that is getting hard a little bit, you know what I mean? In a short span of time. So he went up to light heavyweight now, did his fight. He want to do one more fight at light heavyweight, take some time from all those cuts, and then he actually wants to fight him in the lower weight class, in middleweight, because on his mind is they are 1-1 at middleweight. He won one at middleweight, Israel won on the other one, so nothing more fair than make the trilogy at middleweight.
What did this performance mean for you tonight?
Life's crazy, man. I thank God every day for this ride, and it means everything. Yeah, to work that hard for something and find success is a special feeling.
It's awesome. You knew there would be some adversity going in, right? He stung you a little bit in the opening round. Were there any surprises or anything different this time around that you weren't expecting?
I was surprised by myself, how good I fought. It was amazing.
That's a nice thing to be surprised about. Nothing that he did in there that bothered you, that the left hand that he landed that caused you any trouble?
Obviously, that's what I thought about every day for the last 12 weeks is the left hand. That thing's dangerous. Yeah, I really didn't want to get hit by it, but today my coach said, don't worry about it. That's not what we're worried about. We're worried about fighting your fight. And I went in there and I did that.
I love it. You said, as you mentioned, you were throwing the high kick early on, right? I mean, when you're throwing it out there, were you like, oh, this is going to be the shot that ultimately catches him?
No way. It's the second at a time in there. So, I didn't even really understand that was working in the first round. I just was trying not to get hit by that left hand pretty much.
This obviously, as you said, was great for legacy, but I mean, it would seem very much the winner of Islam and Charles will be next for you. I mean, is there anything else in the division, any other matchup, anything that makes sense other than you versus the winner of that fight?
We'll see, man. The UFC is calls, so we'll see what happens. I have no idea.
Would you go out there to be there, or be around the fight? Would you want to be a backup so that you're involved? I mean, is that anything that appeals to you?
I'd want to go watch it. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be a backup.
Fair enough.
Unless they pay me a shit ton of money, then maybe.
Then maybe, yeah. That works. All right. Well, it seems like it should be next. I guess last thing for me. Do you feel like at some point, obviously the title would be next, but somewhere down the road, this is a trilogy that needs to be settled between you two?
In the cage after the fight, I said, hey, man, if we let's both agree to never fight each other again. I said unless you have to have it, then I'm here. But we're 1-1, so we'll see. I would never deny him the opportunity, just like he did not deny me the opportunity. But I don't want it to be my next fight.
Last one for me. I'm sure you've been asked about it and you saw the tweets. Connor said, "Fuck Chandler. If you want it, ask for it. He's the real BMF." Do you have a response to him?
I think he's turned me down 6 times. So, and usually you have to lose to fight him. So I don't know what's going on.
And just to circle back to the Connor thing, it's always kind of been floating out there, but to have him, speaking your name and like putting it out there, is it almost like gratifying feeling a little bit that now he seems to be the one who's chasing you?
I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really care.
Why do you feel that way?
Because I don't care. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I fight MMA. I like to fight big fights. I like exciting things. So it sounds pretty exciting to me. I'm not going to fight someone on steroids. I've never taken steroids in my life. Never will. Well, maybe when I retire, I might. But I've never taken steroids, and I don't want to fight someone that is cheating. So, and I probably shouldn't even say that if I want to fight, but it's the truth.
Hey, Justin. I don't know if you saw Tony Ferguson's fight, but I just wanted your thoughts on that one.
Love that dude. Fighting is dangerous, unforgiving. And, hell, he didn't take an ass whooping. He dropped him in the first round. Same thing he did against Chandler. I think it's good and bad because I think we always have a chance. If you step in there, you have a chance. And, I'm not his family. I'm not close to him. So it's not my call. I have no idea.